As I recall, Blue Ice requested some front porch beer reviews quite a while ago, and what's better to symbolize front porch than something that looks like a big old cherry pie? So let's do just that on this special Select Sunday type of review. Let's find out what Cherry Keen Mamarine, hope I pronounced that right, is all about right after the theme song. Welcome back into Not in the Midland Studio. Actually, it's really just right there, but outside the Midland Studio from the front porch. That's right, Blue Ice. I remember all those many moons ago, you requested some front porch beer reviews. So we're going to do just that. Nice little simple one-shot Select Sunday type of deal. And I'm wrapping my new Two Tides fishing shirt, as you've seen on the channel before, and as well on my socials there. Big on fruited sours. You know who else is big on fruited sours? New Groove, Artisan Brewery. And it is upside down for a reason. They're out of Boiling Springs, and this is an Imperial Cherry Pie Sour Ale. Does that sound delectable or what? And 9.1%? Keep cold, do not age, drink today. Well, I got this the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. It's now the following Thursday when I'm recording, so it's going to be very fresh. There actually is no can on date to prove that, but if it's fresh in the brewery, and I trust Duke and Josh up there to keep their stuff fresh, then this is going to be very fresh. And I am going to keep it upside down for now, because I'm thinking that this is going to be pretty highly fruited, big cherry pie, that sort of thing. But I also had a little itty bitty sip of it in the tap room, and it did kind of have that like thick frothiness to it that you expect of fruited sours like this, with a lot of heavy sweet fruit adjuncts. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution and keep it flipped upside down. However, this also seems like a very obvious moment to take advantage of the very high-tech technology. I'm a redundant person. I apologize for that. Brought on by one flight down. Alan, buddy, you know what's gonna happen. And 30 seconds. So, felt like it got all nice and thick on that. Just tap it around, make sure all that ooey gooey goodness is shooken up from inside this can. Let's pray that it doesn't explode on me. ASMR style. Ooh. Oh, the nice, easy shook look. All that liquid boiling right up to the top of the can. Look at that. Ooh. Another titan of the fruited sours, 450 North. I'm all about this cross promotion right now. Look at that pouring out. Oh, baby. Oh, it's okay. It's an okay active head. It's not exploding too much, so I'll top that off a little bit. And I will say, I hope I'm pronouncing the name of this right. It's Cherry Keen Mamarine, but it's spelled like Rene with one N, or I guess Rene's always spelled with one N, one without the extra E at the end. But phonetically, based on the rest of the name, you would think it would be Rene because that would come off, Cherry Keen Mama Rene. But it looks like it's spelled the way you would spell Rene. So I don't know if it's Cherry Keen Mama Rene or Cherry Keen Mama Rene. I'm sure there's a story behind that. Obviously, I don't have the iPad or the computer right in front of me to reference Untapped. So I'll put all that information in the description below. Color-wise, it's a pretty brownish red, actually. I don't know what's going to look like on camera with the natural light, but to me, from my perspective, it looks like a very kind of brownish dark red. And I know there's nothing wrong. I know it's not oxidized because this was a very similar color in the tap room, so I know there's nothing wrong with this. Obviously, you can see the head did not stick around long at all. So, at first, you get a fruity aroma, but it kind of thins out and goes away a little quick. However, and that at first you kind of thrown off, you think it's a different type of fruit, but the more you sniff it, the more you let it settle in on your nostrils, the cherry comes through big time. It's just like a fresh cherry juice or something like that. I almost said cranberry juice. So yeah, very, very soft and thin for the visual. Well, I guess it's not really viscosity because it's moving around. Well, it actually is kind of heavy. So, but it's a little light, but it's got that sweetness from the cherry, and it's very strong in cherry. So it's right there on theme. So let's not waste any more time, shall we? Tart. That is tart up front, sweet in the middle, tart on the back. So anyone that's a little bit sensitive to sweet beers, this probably, despite how it feels, is probably okay. It's probably not going to upset you that much because the sweetness is very prominent in the middle of your palate, but it really gets balanced on the front and the back end by more of a tart profile. The cherry's there. It's noticeable. It's moderately strong. I want to say it was stronger in the aroma, but it's still pretty darn strong in the flavor too. And as far as booziness, for 9.1%, that's really masked by the cherryness, if I can coin a phrase. So I'm definitely a fan of that. I think by the time you would finish a full 16-ounce can, you might start to sense it a little bit more as far as the booziness of it. But at least drinking it 1-to-1 as you start down it, you could definitely work down this before you start to get a good feel. So I think it's probably definitely pretty sneaky. Hopefully you don't think I'm a sneaky guy, but if you do, and if you don't, who knows? Smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so exactly when reviews like this drop. Fruit sours are your thing. Work your way on down to the comments. The first one pinned has a link to a playlist of all the other fruit sours I reviewed in the past. If you want to send me a beer, recommend a beer to me, or just chit-chat me up and make a new friend, email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. If you want the rest of my day-to-day nonsense, follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram @nutmeg2palmetto. I'm going to enjoy that for sure. It's a great way to, well, for me to end the week. By the time you see this, I guess start the week. Cheers, friends. I'll see you next time.